Hello, and welcome to Alt Attitudes, where we try to stay positive even when life hits the fan. I had a lot of years of health issues and depression set in, and I found out that music like Abel Heart, Halsey, Billie Eilish all helped me get through it. And then I found fragrances. I found a company called Xarmony online, and I ordered their sample set. It's actually a very nice sample set. It comes with 4 different boxes of fragrances that you've picked. So my first one I ordered was Kallisti, and I mentioned her in a previous video. This is an apple cinnamon fall-like fragrance, so I can't wait to use her in the fall. We will get to that. But you got 2 family members today. First one is Ching, Shih. Beautiful bottle. Oh, and the atomizer. Wait, you gotta see this atomizer. Isn't that fabulous? So this is a tropical fragrance. Like I'm on the beach right now, and that's one of my weaknesses is tropical fragrances. But I also got Michelangelo, another beautiful bottle. And again, these atomizers are fantastic. And this one is a crowd pleaser, so I wanted to kind of stop on this one for a minute. This reminds me of JPG Le Mans, but it is sweetened with more coconut. I don't know if you're familiar with like His Confession, Her Confession, Bianco Latte. Anyway, it softens it down, makes it more unisex and more wearable, and I actually love this one. So does my husband, so we kind of share this bottle. Anyway, I wanted to show you something. This is a BDK atomizer. Okay, need I say more? These atomizers are niche quality atomizers, and I'm really enjoying that part of it. Here's some other ones that were in the set that you might also enjoy. So we're going to go over 2 crowd pleasers first, and from the sample set I got Atlantis, and Atlantis comes in a sample like this. Atlantis is like a citrusy heliotrope. It's bright, almost like it's in a marshmallow cloud a little bit. The dry down though goes vanilla, sandalwood, driftwood. I recommend that one. The second crowd pleaser I have is Valhala, and it is a tonka vanilla with what's the word? Marzipan, caramel notes. It's got a little bit of patchouli, sandalwood. The patchouli just brightens a little bit. It's not overpowering at all, and the sandalwood kind of softens it and makes it just a very pleasant wear. The next one we have is Spartacus. This is really good. So let me just tell you how good this is. It's in the same wheelhouse as, you know what I'm saying? Like Club Black, Versace the Dreamer, PDM, Altair. This Altair though is more date night. Spartacus is more daytime, easier to wear. You can wear it to the office, you can wear it out and about shopping, whatever. These are all extraits, by the way, so the oil content is great. Another one that I love is Poseidon. This is an aquatic sand, seawater, driftwood, lavender, vanilla at the end, but it's not heavy. On the website it says there's the starfish accord. I'm not gonna go there because I don't know what to well, anyway, my brain will just let that go. Storytime fragrances in the house. These fragrances tell a story when you smell them, and it develops on your skin over time. And these 2 that I chose for the storytime fragrances are Athena, and Athena is a warrior. She's a strong woman, and you can smell her in the metal armor. You can also smell that she's a girl inside. She's feminine inside, but she protects that. And so you get the little bit of, feminine vibe to the fragrance. But then after that's all said and done, this spice comes up from the bottom, and that spice leans masculine. And what that gives me is that Athena doesn't mess around, and she wears the pants in the family, and she's a strong girl. So a confident, strong woman would wear Athena. The next one I have is Castle Black. And Castle Black, this is pretty cool. So like, before I even looked at notes online, I got rocks and concrete, but I got fresh grass, I got water, I got smoke. and the smoke isn't overpowering like some fragrances are. This is has a hint of carnage in it. But the weird thing is, it's like you imagine this castle and you've got water, you've got the moat, and you've got destruction, but you have this fresh air and this smell of hope. Like, this castle may have been defeated, but it's not done. And so I thought that was a pretty neat thing. Anyway, let's move on from the storytelling ones. Let's go to the layering part of the house, where we have vanilla and rose. And this one's really beautiful. This is Rose and Awe. Now this one, I brought stage props, because Rose and Awe is like if you took Dolce Q, right? Which is a rose fragrance, but it's like the whole bouquet. You've got the leaves and the stems and fresh cut and the rose. And that for some people can kind of come off as like a gardener smell. But then it's dosed with like kind of a KAYALI marshmallow, which really softens it up, and then ends with what reminds me of a Narciso Rodgriguez musk. And these three things come together to make Roses and All, and it is absolutely stunning. So if you have a wood fragrance or a masculine fragrance, I mean, some of the Tom Fords even, you've got ombre leather, eau de ombre leather, oud wood. If you were to layer that over a Tom Ford leathery fragrance, you make it more feminine. So instead of a very, unisex Tom Ford fragrance or masculine, rough and rugged fragrance, you get this nice feminine top to it. And I highly recommended Rose and Awe. So then they have vanilla fragrances, and I'm just going to go through a couple of them. And yes, I have notes here, but most of them say stuff like smile, because I don't do this very often, and I just wanted to kind of remember to do this. Anyway, some of the other ones are vanilla. It's the vanilla collection. So it's Vanilla X Carrot Cake. And the carrot cake is a dry baked carrot cake. It's not the goopy carrot cakes that you sometimes get are overly carroty, but it is a carrot cake with icing. And the icing makes it sweet. And it's like, yeah, you're wearing it and you know what it is. There's no doubt. The next one, Vanilla X Rum, is another really good one. It's an appley rum, but it is really good. There's Vanilla X Caramel. And the Vanilla X Caramel isn't heavy like some caramel fragrances. It's more like, I mean, if you're familiar with Dossier. So Dossier fragrances, they're good, don't get me wrong, but they have a place, right? So if you liked a fragrance, Baccarat Rouge, let's say, 540, or the Extrait, and it runs a little heavy, Dossier's version of it is light and bright and airy, like it's got this big hole punched in it with just probably like an Isui Super. It's like if you were wearing an Armani suit and you didn't wear an undershirt and underpants. This caramel, Vanilla X Caramel, reminds me of a caramel fragrance that leans towards the Dossier, but lasts a lot longer. Again, these are all extraits. So it's light, bright, airy, and easy to wear, and it smells delicious. Another one is Vanilla X Squared, and it's just a vanilla fragrance that you can layer vanilla into any fragrance that you think needs a little boost of vanilla. Vanilla E Super one helps project your fragrance. It's a very light, airy, shoots out vanilla, right off the top. Easy to wear, easy to layer. And then there's Vanilla X Coffee. And I had to stop for this one because it reminded me of something. Akro Awake. So Akro Awake is beautiful, but this took Akro Awake and made it more commercial, more likable, more like a Starbucks or a caramel macchiato. Anyway, Vanilla X Coffee, highly recommend. And then there's a couple of them that don't sound like they're gourmandy vanilla fragrances, but I thought these would be good to add to the list. And I do have one more at the end I'm going to leave to the end because I don't actually get to the end if I started early. Anyway, Agendote. Agendote is, I describe it as a hazelnut Haagen-Dazs, but with coconut milk. It almost smells like you're at the beach. So beautiful hazelnut Haagen-Dazs at the beach fragrance. Highly recommend it. The next one, another crowd pleaser. This is Odinsleep. It is a realistic, I'm dropping stuff here, a realistic mint chocolate chip fragrance. And again, there's something else under there that I can't quite put my finger on, but it almost smells like it's on a waffle cone. So mostly mint chocolate chip, little hint of waffle cone. Anyway, the fragrances all come with these test strips, which I think are fantastic because you can spray, if you like to layer, you can test out layering by putting 2 different fragrances on each of the circles. And you can also go back and write notes on it, little notes that tell you what you liked about it, and then go back and try it again later. So you've got notes of what it is in the beginning, what it is in the mid, what it is in the dry down. The fragrances also come with business cards to hand out. They also come with a gift card, and the gift card you can hand out to people. It's basically a code to get discounts, so you can hand it out and share your experience. They have a sale on their sample sets. They've got a brand new, 2 brand new ones, and I think it's like $10. They're a great group of people that support growth and improvement, and you also get to kind of help them figure out where the fragrances are going to go, suggest names, vote, and if you're a member and you buy fragrances from them, you can actually earn credits to get your own custom fragrance. And I think that's super cool. You can actually go in, pick notes, and make your own fragrance. And that's kind of a special thing to be able to do with a house. How many houses can you do that with? So the last one. Okay. This is a hard one to do because, you know, it does come with a warning. It should come with a warning, probably an NDA, that kind of thing, because Lubu is a fragrance for men, but I'm going to tell you, there's a bunch of ladies out there buying it, waiting to get it on some guy. Lubu is a strong, masculine male. And all I can say is that people have said this causes babies to be made, okay? And I'm menopausal, and I know that's a lot to share, but I can't tell you if that would work, but I'm not even going to spray this right now because I won't be able to finish. Or will I? Anyway, I'm sorry. So it's Xarmony with an X, and Trill Noel is the perfumer. That's Trill. And, and that's Lubu. Anyway, I can't look. Don't look, ladies. Just don't. Just don't. Anyway, come by and see us. I think it'll be great, and I'll be going over some other fragrances as I get the time, so if you want to follow me too, that would be great. I am on multiple platforms, and I will share those links. Change your mood, change your attitude if you can't change the situation. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.